Hello everyone, my name's Cardio707 and today I am going to be giving out a tutorial on how do you work FireAlpaca. This was requested by CCP Music and I thought sure, why not. So the first thing you want to do is, well, you need to get a picture up first, so click on file, go to new, and then you got a bunch of options that you could do. It starts you out with a number, but I forgot what that number was. I think it's like this or something, and it'll give you something like that. So I'm going to use 600 by 1,600 pixels by the same thing. I measured pixels, depends on what you want. Boosh, and it gives you that. Good canvas for really just about anything you need to do. So now would be the time that I would get my laptop in the tablet mode and start drawing with a pen thing right here. Now, as you can see, you got a bunch of brushes, but there's also another window that you might see called a brush preview. Here. Looks like that.
No, because I unloaded it. It has to be. I unloaded it.
Okay. So you'll start out with a whole bunch of little brushes down here, but the one you want to use is just the pen, or if you want to, you could use a pencil. I made my own default pen, which defaults to 4.6. But for beginners, I would start out with a bigger brush so that way you can know how it works. I'm just going to draw Dave again. So all I really got to do is just, if you have a mouse or a tablet, then you just go about your business doing that. Now, if you're using a pen on here, I would not recommend that. Just use your finger, because then it'll turn out really shaky, like my very first few drawings. Here, I'm gonna show you guys that first picture. Not all of the pictures that you will make will look pretty, especially the first few ones. This one was my first one. It's just red, screaming. Just screaming. If you want to zoom in, there's the navigator up here. And with the plus, you can zoom in, and with the minus, you zoom out. The one that doesn't have anything in it just sets it right back to what it was. These will turn your picture around because that helps. I know when I draw terror sometimes for his side mouths, I turn it a little bit so that way I can, do it. You can also flip the picture. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. Let's see if it's still going. Yeah, it's going. Okay. Sorry about that. I had things to do. But anyway. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, shoot. Dang it. I went over to Navigator. Let's do layers now. Okay. So, all right. Let's just draw out the rest of Dave here for a minute. I'm just kind of going through it right now. Here, the picture's a little too big. There we go. Boosh. I recommend zooming in if you want more precision. There he is. Say you wanted to do the color on another layer, so that way you could but brother's making noise. Okay, so say you wanted to, you could. Did you see? Okay, I went too fast. Okay, so say you wanted to do the coloring on another layer for some strange reason, or you wanted to put a background, which is what I do. You click on layer, and then you put add, and then there you go. You got yourself another little layer down here, and you can flip between the two just by clicking on them. Let's see. So let's do that weird thing of putting the coloring on another. There. I did Dave because he's like the simplest it can get with my drawings. There you go. So now you got the line art, and then you got the coloring. Here, let's make it so he's on a table right here. Table. And you can add another layer to put the background. Just by doing the same thing. And you can move these layers about too. If you click and hold it, drag it around, you can move it. It looks so weird without the art. Okay. So let's just leave this up. No, wait. So let's have the background be let's have it be turquoise. I haven't used turquoise in a lot of my things. So yeah, it's a cool background, but you wanna make some pizzazz to it. The 50 airbrush, I think, will be good for. Oops, I was stuck on the fill tool. You can make little squiggly wigglies. And then maybe the next one will be orange. Say, hey. Nice and playful. Really shows Dave's character. Now, a lot of you have noticed that I put a glowing effect on some things. So, say like Terror's eyes when they turn blue. Well, what you can do for that, you can make another layer. And then you see the occupancy here. I don't know how you pronounce that. Occupancy. So let's use the 100 brush to make it look like his eyes are glowing, but it's too bright, isn't it? It's like, whoa, that is bright. Well, you can lower this, and it'll make it more subtle. So now it looks like his eyes are actually glowing a little bit. Also, the magic wand right here is what I use to select and do shadows on. And I also use the 100 brush for shadowing. I use this tool to help with any kind of shadows that I need to do. Oh, shoot. You gotta keep in mind, you gotta switch tools. You can't just. I slip up on that one a lot. And by the way, a good thing to keep in mind is in order to use the fill tool, you have to have it closed. You have to have it closed off. And so if you have an opening, then it will select all of that. Let's see, anything else I need to go over? Oh yeah, the text tool. It's not really that hard. You click here, and if you want to save time, you put ahead of time of what you want the text to be like. So blue, and then you click where you want it to start. Mine's all the way down there. I was working on a comic. Put Dave, and see it appears down there. There is a lot of fonts. I will leave it up to you if you want to use fonts. Corey, you're new. Oh, it's like a typewriter. Okay, that's good. All right. And yes, Undertale fans, it does have Comic Sans on it. Because I know that any Undertale fan would probably want that on here. So there you go. You can also edit the size. You can move it around when you're done. So there's that. Let's just go to another picture. I'll save that one later. Let's go over the filters. The filters are very, very helpful. You'll probably see me use it if you actually bothered to watch my speed paints. So what I do is I make a squiggly. That turned out to be the airbrush. Don't use your airbrush when you're doing squigglies. So if I would go to sand, it would make it look like this. It makes it look like a fizzy screen. But if you put cloud on it, it'll make it look like that. Now, unfortunately, you can't make the white black or something because I've wanted to do that for some time, and I do not recommend using this for like a big part. Only a good background, like a small background. A good example is, here. Let's see. Zoom. Oh, wait, it's not that. It's not that. Zoomed. Let's see. Aha. So if you want to use that for backgrounds, I did that for the Sonic doll redraw as well. You can also make GIFs with it, but I'll go over that sometime later if you guys want to. Oh, yes. The symmetry tool. It's not really a tool, it's actually a brush. So let's just get that out of there. Symmetry is really, really helpful if there's two sides of a character that need to look exactly the same. For instance, Bendy. That was a bad example. I'm so sorry. So we going like that. There. And you can also do pretty smooth smiles with this one too. And you can add the lines there. This is a very bad looking bendy. I'm so sorry. I could do better, but I'm not feeling like it right now. There we go. That's at least decent. That's the symmetry tool for you. You'll notice that I won't use it as much as I should. It's only because I think drawing it by hand is better. So, like, I do that, and I do that, and choo, choo. See, that had a lot better of an outcome than the symmetry. But if you really want to use the symmetry tool to make things a little bit easier, then of course you can. All right. There's many different selecting tools that you can use to select things. There's also a shape tool, which is just about the same, except it does that.
It was the only green shirt that was for 18 months.
It'll help you make boxes and stuff, but I don't use these. It can also help you make circles. If I do use these, by the way, it's only for a very small part of the picture. I know people that use the circle tool like all the time, and that's it's not good. The polygon one, I have not figured it out yet.
Don't hurt my friend.
It's confusing. Oh shoot! Yeah. I don't like. Whoa. Yeah, I don't like the polygon tool. It's so weird. Okay, it's not broken anymore. So I do not recommend using the polygon tool. All right. So say you had two circles. That was my right hand drawing. There. Say one of them just went whack. That's exaggeration. You could use. This is what you could use the selecting tool for. You can box it around, press the select option up here, go down to transform, and look what you can do. You can move it around. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You can make it fatter. And you can make it taller. You can do whatever you want with it. You can also mesh transform. Whoops. Hold on a minute. We're not done with you yet, Circle.
Look in the swim bag and see if my swimsuit's in there. You guys have your swimsuits?
In my bag.
This is the mesh transform. The difference about the mesh transform is that you see all this, but you can distort parts of it. I've never actually really played with this, so it's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, it's hairy. Ew. So you could do a lot of things with this. Oh, hey, look. I made an alien face. So yeah, you could just if you're wanting to make distorted things and you need help with that, then this is the tool for you. I literally have not played around with this. This is so fun. And when you're done, you just press deselect. Oh yeah, you need to press OK first. Here, so let's mess it up again. It's gonna be really different this time. It's like it's a crazy. You can't even. What is this? They press OK, and then there you go. You got your weird. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. I like that.
Bag together for the dog, some food, and his harness and leash, please.
Okay.
And anything else you think? 'Cause he's gonna see
Let's
you
see.
guys.
I haven't figured out what these tools do yet, or these two. I just don't really use them. This can move your layer around. If you want to move around singular things, then I'd recommend using the transform. The hand just moves your just perspective around. It's nothing big. The eyedropper tool allows you to copy colors. I use this one a lot. So say you had this very nice looking scribble here, and you notice, oh no, I need to change colors. I need to scribble down here.
Yeah. Which toothbrush is yours? The light green one. Light green.
Sorry, the family's kind of busy. But anyways, like, oh shoot, I can't get back to that color. Well, yes, you can. You can use the eyedropper tool and boosh, there you go. You got yourself the color so you can keep on doing your wonderful little scribble over here. Let's see. There's other different filters that I haven't really done yet. Extracting lines. What is? Oh my, that is mighty interesting. I don't know what that does yet. Mosaic makes it pixely. So like if you wanted to pixelate something, this would be it. And the Gaussian blur will make something look distant or far away, or just blur something really. Oh my. Okay. The hue and levels, not sure what that does yet. You see, I'm not even an expert on this. This is a big program. The snap is this, makes little lines, can help you do certain things if you want. If you wanted to do a GIF, then you would go into onion skin mode, and I'll touch on that later. But yeah, I think I've basically went over everything, so I'm just going to close this. Yes, I will. No, I will not save, but I'm saving this picture. So I go to File, go to Save. Do you want to put it as a PNG or a JPEG? Your choice. You can't view it as an MD whatever. You can only open it in FireAlpaca if it's an MDP, I think. So this one's going to be Dave on a table. You click save, and then there you go. You can't save the layers as a PNG or a JPEG. If you wanted to save the layers, like if you had an unfinished project or something, I would save it as an MDP. So yeah, that's the tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Gotta go fast, bye.